Let's go. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, that intro, people wonder why. Hey, what's with the intro? Why I got to do the intro? The intro gets you pumped up. It gets you hyped. It says, hey, Tony, center yourself. Get focused, okay? You got Corndiff in the lobby. You have hundreds of thousands of live viewers screaming, chanting, rep, cast, rep, cast, rep, cast. You could hear them all the way back to the tree people, right? And here we are, from the pineapple to the big apple, from Maine to Spain. What's up, y'all? Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, okay? Because that's really good for our algorithm help. And we're checking your temperature right here on the Ripcast. Here we go. Another day, another dollar, and Corndiff.
Tony, hello, sir.
Greetings, my man. How are you?
Doing great, man. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. On the other channel, had a great interview with Alex Rosen from Predator Poachers. That was a lot of fun.
Okay.
We got the show here today. More. Now, not only, this is our 10th episode, by the way, pal.
Number 10. That's a milestone.
This is our dime anniversary.
Yeah, I like that.
So today, you know, we were looking at our friend Nile Niami with the Nile Miami boat.
I remember.
Real big house, right? They called it the One, over 100,000 square feet. What are they going to do with this place, Corndiff?
I have no idea. It's going to be world changing, I think, though.
Well, we have to get into his philosophy, right? We have to know why this is all happening. And our buddy, producer Michael, who, again, luxury lifestyle page, go follow producer Michael, subscribe to his channel.
Definitely.
And he's got all kinds of great stuff going over there. And he doesn't just look at this house. He's got jets. He's got amazing cars. Just a very opulent kind of channel. And it's nice to see things that I'm never going to buy every once in a while. How about you?
He's a man of fine taste, you would say.
He really is. He's refined. Okay. And you'll see today, he is, he's got his fantastic timepiece on. That's not a watch anymore. This is a timepiece when he puts it on. And great shirt. He is ready to go. You want to hear about the philosophy?
Yes.
Let's run it.
You said in the last video, I asked you, what is the best part about this house? In fact, I think it was Adam even that asked you that question. And you said something like, what we can do with the house. Mm-hmm. What did you mean? Tell everybody.
Well, I think that I have something very, very exciting, and I believe that I don't have this by chance. I believe that I was always meant to be able to create this house. When we first tried to pull a permit for this house, the plan checker made a mistake and approved it for larger than it should be in the beginning. And then they changed all the rules, making it absolutely impossible to build this house again. Really, the One is fitting for this. And the house is called the One Bel Air, and my show is called the One. And between those two, I think that we have the ability to really change the world in a very positive way.
There it is.
Cool.
Okay. He wants to change the world with his house.
But how?
Oh,
Like how?
sir. That is the cliffhanger question, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of the underpants gnome thing. Step 3, profit. It's like you skipped step 2.
Well, here we go.
When you say change the world in a positive way, how does this house change the world? I need you to explain that.
I will explain. So, because
Please
of
do.
COVID, all of the venues around the world have been either shut down or dramatically altered. There is nowhere in the world really where you can go for a venue like you used to have, like a big boxing match or the Academy Awards or the Grammys or anything else that required a large crowd to gather at Staples Center or MGM or Caesar's Palace or any of these other places. But we have it now because this house has the ability to hold 900 people in a safe COVID environment. And what is being created for this house is a show that everyone will want to watch and identify with because it stars me. I live in the house, and I live in the house with people that I love.
Where do I sign up for this? Where do I do? Is there somewhere that I get? Do I have to put some money for this?
This man is in love with this house.
This house has changed him from his core.
It's a part of him and his soul.
He is one with the One.
Yeah. He wants to be in the house and the house to be in him.
It's quite large.
We do crazy things and have crazy parties, but we also help the world in so many different ways. And one of those
I'm waiting. Let's hear this one.
Let's get to that first one.
I mean, he is like the Flava Flav of hype dudes right now with this idea with this house. He's like, yeah, boy. It's like, drop it already.
Yeah, he's got a lot of energy.
doing
He keeps the ball up in there.
He sure does. What happened there? There we go.
it is, we are creating gigantic boxing matches right in the grass with the world championship boxers that you could ever imagine. And
Whoa. What were the words he just used? Hold on a second.
Something was off.
First of all, what fighter's going to fight on the grass, sir? Let's start there. You mean you're going to put a ring there?
I hope that's what he means.
All the famous
don't
most
know.
boxers in the world. Let's just run this back
Let's
again.
try that again.
gigantic boxing matches right in the grass with the world championship boxers that you could ever imagine.
Okay.
And
With the world championship boxers that you could ever imagine.
There's a couple apostrophes missing there
Yeah.
in this sentence.
Yeah.
concerts.
He forgot
And
something.
anything that you could imagine that has a pay-per-view event leading up to the pay-per-view event will be my show. So the talent will come through, the weigh-ins will be here, and we will interact with all of the entertainment that lead to the pay-per-view platform. But the pay-per-view platform will be either a Showtime or our own pay-per-view platform that will rain money down. And with that, I am going to have a very, very
I would suggest, Nile, I would suggest that if you go into a meeting, you do not use the phrase, "it will rain money down," as part of the pitch.
He's got that kind of energy like I imagine the people that came up with, wasn't it Fire Island? That was a
Oh,
disaster.
yeah, Firefest.
Firefest, yeah. Yeah, I feel like he's got that kind of energy. It's like there's no real foundation behind it. He's just a hype guy.
Mm-hmm.
very successful show, and I'm going to have events like they used to have, where you have energy and you have atmosphere. And that's what we're going to do right here, starting the next couple of months. We're going to have a world championship boxing event with the biggest boxers that you've heard of in your life.
Who would they be? I don't know much about boxing, but I'm not hearing many names in this pitch. This needs to be a little more thought out. Maybe write a name down.
He's going to have the Holyfield Tyson rematch here.
With round tables around the boxing event where people are going to come and they're going to eat and they're going to have a good time again in an event the way that it used to be, but way better than it ever was, because we have the energy from the city and we have the energy from this house.
Can I put myself down for a front row seat?
Yeah, you can. There'll be 35,000 to 40,000 each, but you can.
Ouch, ouch.
But listen, my goal is,
That's how much his watch cost.
The fight.
What a schnurr to not just say, yeah, I'll hook you up.
Yeah.
Michael, for putting out my story to all of your viewers.
No, he gave him a quote on air.
He's like, for you, 35.
Yeah, price is good for the next 7 days.
Hey, but let me tell you something else. If that's like Tom Cruise or something, because he's going to come here to these fights. For him, it's going to be 50. Okay,
that's right.
Between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao made $700
oh my God, you called
billion.
it. You called Floyd Mayweather.
I didn't say
Did you
Mayweather.
say
I
Floyd
said,
Mayweather. Oh, you said Holyfield.
oh, I see. Yeah, the Holyfield Tyson rematch. But that's a good one though, Mayweather.
Man,
Dollars on pay-per-view. We have a better event venue space than they were in when that made that kind of pay-per-view money. And
what?
What? How?
I don't even understand. I didn't even understand what he said. See, I'm screwing up all my tenses.
What I think he said was that he, right there where he is at right now, is a better venue space than those events had at the time they were held.
Like Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, what? How?
He's like, this house is literally better than Madison Square Garden. Forget the 45,000 seats. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this place fits 900 COVID free, a whole 900.
Check your math at the fucking door. Okay.
that kind of pay-per-view money. And I believe doing events in this house through a show that everyone will want to watch, that will fuel the publicity for the pay-per-view, making it even bigger. And when money comes down like that, I'm going to go into the city. And I'm going to go into East LA and Beverly Hills. And I'm going to make people's dreams come true, because I'm going to see and read people, and anyone that's good, that has a real idea that they've never had the chance, I'm going to give them a 3-page contract, and I'm going to put all of the responsibility on them to report back to me. And that exact day, without lawyers, I'm going to write how much I own of their company, and I'm going to write them a check and give it to them. And I will only be able to do it with pay-per-view that comes to us. And with that, the whole.
Wow. Hold
That's a
on.
lot. That was a lot.
Hold on. He is just going to come up like the agents in the 40s. You're going to be like the Schaub's, soda fountain.
Yeah.
You're going to be famous, kid. Let's hear this again. He's going to come up to people. He's going to go. First of all, he's going to go down to Beverly Hills, which obviously is a place of great need in the world. He's going to go to East LA and Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
That's what I believe he said. These are the 2 stops. Okay, 2.
Quite the tour.
East LA and Beverly Hills, 2 completely diametrically opposed places. And he's going to, well, let's hear
exact day, without lawyers, I'm going to write how much I own of their company, and I'm going to write them a check and give it to them. And I will only be able to do it with pay-per-view that comes to us. And with that, the whole entire world will change. And I really believe that the world.
There's your answer, Corndiff.
Fuck. Hey, we got Rotting Jules in the chat.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Dana? What's going on? How you doing? I know that this is what I was saying, okay? This is what I was saying, is that there had to be some kind of uppers involved in the planning of this place with this guy.
Something.
Needs
Holy
this house.
shit, his energy
Gordon,
is
here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come up to you. I'm going to write you a check for your company. Okay? And I'm going to make you completely responsible to report back to me. Okay? So with this contract that I'm giving you, no lawyers, no nothing. I'm going to give you a contract, and then that's it. And then we've just changed the world. Okay?
I feel like he's the David Blaine of scam artists or something. Like there's a little bit of magic here, but it's
A little bit of magic and a little bit of being
he
friends
felt-
with Epstein, like Blade, like
Yeah.
Blade is. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He does have a little hybrid there, doesn't he?
a little bit.
Let me just interrupt you for a second. So it is also my understanding, based on our previous conversations, and I just want to be very candid with everyone, you also are inviting people to jump on board with this opportunity. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Oh,
Here it comes. You ready?
yeah.
All right, this is how you can get involved,
I
Corndiff.
want to get in on the ground floor.
I want to get in on the one. I want to be number one in on the one.
Yeah.
That's not, I am absolutely, because I will say something to you. We have our analysts looking into our numbers. And based on the numbers of previous pay-per-view events, after 3 events in this house, the valuation of this company, not the house, this company, will be $3 to $6.5 billion. That's bigger than Twitter. It is a gigantic opportunity. It is like somebody saying right now to you, do you want to buy Twitter the first day?
It's like somebody saying to you, here is half Madison Square Garden, half Twitter. I'm going to give you I'm going to give you a piece of paper that I'm going to need you to sign to make this happen. So he's offering entry level investment. This is what this is. This has become a pitch.
Yeah. Damn, it is. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pitch and you don't even
comes out,
realize you're
that's
in it.
Right.
What we're talking about here. And
So just so everybody's clear, what you're saying is you are going to set up a corporation
yes,
that people can invest in,
yes,
and they can share in the profits and participate in all of these events,
yes.
etc.
And let me say something. I want to say it.
And I want to say something before you do.
Okay.
The reason I think this is very credible is, you pulled off something that.
And welcome, Ronnie Jules there and Arrow Kitty. Thank you so much for joining us here. Make sure you give us that thumbs up if you like it. I know Corn got his kernels done today, so he's looking high and tight. Got nice.
That's right.
What's the Corn barber?
I didn't think anybody could ever pull off. You built this house, which is, I think, the most expensive house definitely in America, but if not in the world.
Probably in the world, yeah.
Certainly the largest house in the urban world.
Yes.
And it was impossible to do, and
Yes.
you have pulled some miracles off.
Yep.
So I honestly believe that you can also do what you're talking about, and
Thank
that's why I'm having this out on the channel, because I think this could be something quite spectacular.
It can be, and it's so much bigger than us. I want you to just think of a couple things, like this house happened just to be here, right in front of the city, and looking right down below is UCLA. UCLA has probably
From Arrow Kitty.
A good one. I trust people wearing sunglasses talking about money. Good point. Good point.
You just can't see his pupils. It's just like he is just pinned. He spent a couple late nights on this one.
25,000 parking spaces in all of their above ground garages that they've built that they don't use in the evening. So we will be able to have events here where the neighbors will not even notice. And we are planning on helping this neighborhood and giving to the HOA and making everybody a part of this. But absolutely, without any question, this is something that the world needs, and it's something that I need. I spent 10 years building this house.
As a result of this house, by the way, just a quick fact for our viewers and for you, Corndiff, is that there is no home that they cut the ability to make a house this big anymore in Los Angeles. They just said, you know what? F this guy and this whole idea and everything about these huge, gigantic houses. No more.
Damn. He was the straw that broke the camel's back.
That's right. That's right.
And
according to Arrow Kitty, I should not be talking about money, and that's why this is not a financial advice page or medical advice.
That's right.
We don't give any kind of advice here. We strictly avoid advice.
We provide examples of what not to do.
Right. We are the bearers of the lack of sense that people need to not have.
Yes. Please.
for the past 3 years, I am the biggest developer in Los Angeles.
That is true.
I have the best houses. I could
As far as residential, that is true. He was pretty big. His company was pretty big.
sell one house. 2 years before COVID, I couldn't sell a house. Then COVID came, I couldn't sell a house. Until finally the point I ran out of money. And I have a Chapter 11 on one of the houses I live in. And this house, I was just notified, has a notice of default placed against it. But I am 100% positive.
Did you hear that?
This is going
Yeah.
You heard that, right? Okay.
He's defaulted on it.
Yeah, here's where the problem is. Now he's had a default on the loan.
Holy shit.
And now you know why he was scratching his hand the other day like that. Remember? He had that thing. He's like, oh my God.
100% positive this is going to resolve itself, not only for me, because I've worked for 10 years of my life on this, but for the people of the world and for the investors that are going to come in now. The investors are going to not only help me solve my issue that I must, but they are going to give the ability to make an unbelievable show, probably the best television show that's ever been, and the best events better than they ever were before COVID. And the most important thing, we are going to teach the world about sustainability through my show, through all kinds of the latest technology like holograms.
When you say holograms, what do you mean holograms?
We have the latest technology where you have someone standing there that looks like a person, but it's a hologram that's created on a stage in 2.5 seconds with all the cameras taking a picture of you at the same time.
I think he knows what a hologram is. I don't think he wanted you to explain what the actual hologram is. I think he wanted to know like what in what context you're using it.
You see, it's like in Star Trek.
You remember the thing, remember the little Princess Leia that came out of R2-D2?
Yeah,
That's a hologram.
It's one of those.
But we're also going to do things like the new technology of televisions that snap together. We're going to create virtual Shark Tanks where we talk about how we don't need to take things from the ocean because you have so much more versatility and you have less cost. We are going to have crazy, crazy events. And I want to tell everyone an idea of my event that it will be here in this house once this is solved. We Are the World 2022, and I'm going to have podiums set up throughout this entire house, and we are going to do a modern day remix of We Are the World, and I am going to have the biggest entertainment.
Oh, I didn't see this part. Holy shit.
You didn't see this part before?
Nope. I only watched a little bit of them because I want to be like, have natural reactions here and natural, surprise.
Yeah.
But I stopped a little bit further back on this one. Okay. Let me get this straight. Okay. Can you hear the sirens pulling up? That's my ride.
Yeah, a little bit. No, they're gone.
So he's going to set up a bunch of podiums and they're going to what? They're going to do a modern day version of We Are the World and they're going to record it here?
Apparently.
Okay.
We Are the World 2022, and I'm going to have podiums set up throughout this entire house, and we are going to do a modern day remix of We Are the World, and I am going to have the biggest entertainers ever in the history singing on each podium, but I'm also going to have people like
wait, stop.
Biggest entertainers ever in history.
So you're going to have like Jay-Z like a fucking statue standing on a podium? Like you're in the Jay-Z museum, and then Beyonce is going to be on another one where we got Post Malone on a podium. I mean, we got to go to tell Cher,
Taylor
right?
Swift,
the hologram of Michael Jackson and Tupac Shakur.
yeah.
They got to be on the We Are the World. Did they get a podium?
They're going to need one.
Modern day remix of We Are the World, and I am going to have the biggest entertainers ever in the history singing on each podium, but I'm
in the history of what? Nile. I need
the
to shake
world.
The baby. Yeah, I need to shake the baby.
I'm also going to have people like Jamila Sowden, my current wife, who it didn't work out, but we're getting a divorce, with an unbelievable singer. And she is going to be on the podium singing next to the biggest singers in the world. But you know who else is going to be singing next to them? Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson and Prince.
Oh my God.
Not anymore.
Now he is talking about the hologram.
And Elvis Presley, because every single one of these singers are going to be holograms. And I am going to get every single singer.
This is where, did you see, look at Michael's face. Look at Michael right now. We gotta look at Michael.
It's almost disbelief.
Like, where's the door? Where's the door?
Prince and Elvis Presley, because every single one of these singers are going to be holograms. And I am going to get every single singer to come here for free and do it because every penny is going to go to help everybody else.
Oh yeah, because Taylor Swift is just gonna show up at your freaking mansion and just get on a podium like a freaking curio cabinet and do your gig. And we're gonna have Robin Williams, and we're gonna have Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan. And speaking of, in a second, we're going to get into something of that in just a second after this.
Absolutely amazing. That's truly, truly amazing. And it's so exciting. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you.
And it's only the start. I have, with this show, and with this event platform, and with the pay-per-view, and with me helping everybody that I...
Oh no, he's gonna start. This is called delusional Jenga. He is
taking
starting
pieces
to
away.
stack them all up. Yep. Pulling them out one by one, showing them to you. I got it.
possibly can in the world. Not only is it going to give people hope, but it's going to give the world events the way that they remember events, but better.
Let me ask you.
Are you going to have a hologram of your wife?
Fuck.
Do you have the hollow wife there? Is she good? Because I'll tell you something right now, Niall, and we're going to get to this in the next episode because we're going to have a part 3 to this.
Oh, good.
Oh boy, we're going to get to the backstory of this in the next episode, but it goes deep. The wife is like an Argentinian entertainer.
Okay.
Right, very well known down there. So we're going to get into her in a little while. I think it's Elena. I'm not sure. Elena Niami. We'll get into it.
Question. So earlier we mentioned that you're giving anybody the opportunity to be part of this.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that? What does that mean?
He means anybody with money, anybody with $5, $12, an old commemorative coin of some sort. Any remnants of your little bit of Bitcoin that you have left?
A theme park token.
One of those quarters that you put in the thing and you crank it.
Yeah, the little crushed coins.
We are going to sell a certain amount of shares in the LLC, not the underlying real rights of the house, but in this new event space technology that we're going to do. And I will tell you that it is going to make so much money based on what other pay-per-view events have done, that even if my 3 boxing events make $80 to $100 million in total, which is absolutely, it's impossible that it wouldn't. When the smallest of boxing events had made $200, $300, $400 million, the valuation of this company will be $3 to $6 billion after only the 3 events. And with that, it's going to let me expand my vision through everything that I want to do, and there is so much. But I want to say one other thing. I have so much to say, but let me just say one other thing.
You sure do.
I am going to buy this plane that I call the God plane, and it is.
Wait.
The what plane?
Hold on. Okay. Did he just say the God plane?
God plane?
All right.
Yeah, the God plane.
How is it that producer Michael is still here?
What could that even mean?
I am going to buy this plane that I call the God plane, and it is gigantic.
The God plane?
God plane. And I'll tell you why. Because I have a lot of friends who are billionaires. I have a lot of friends who have more money than they know what to do with. And you understand, if you have $1 billion, how much money you're making a year if it's at 5%? What if you have $2 billion? What if you have $3 billion?
You can never spend that money.
Well, I have a friend who has $3 billion. And when I was in my house looking up at the sky saying I didn't have money to buy a cheeseburger, he wouldn't help me.
That, sir, is not your friend.
Right.
I will give you a big old news flash right now. If a billionaire would not maybe send you a little Uber Eats
Right.
when you're sitting there freaking licking the windows looking for little carpet farming in your house, looking for rocks.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
And I decided right then, that's never going to happen to anybody that I see that I trust that's a good person. That will never happen. It's ostentatious and it's crazy, but you know what? All of my friends.
Okay, let's just a quick recap for Arrow Kitty here about We Are the World, all right? It's we are the world, we are the children. And it was like an 80s song, and it was like all the everybody from Michael Jackson to Cyndi Lauper Huey Lewis. Huey Lewis. You
Yeah.
remember Huey Lewis? He was
Barely.
he was in We Are the World. And
They probably had
oh,
like some Olympians in there singing.
Daryl Hall, John Oates. They had
Yeah.
everybody was in here, you know, and Bruce Springsteen and Bono. And oh wait, no, that was
He was probably in it.
that was there was a couple of them back there. There's We Are the World and There Won't Be Snow in Africa this Christmas time. That one. That was like in England. I think that one.
Okay.
So there were a couple of those big songs where a bunch of artists got together to do like this ballad. And watching them do this, it was like they're like elbowing each other off the mic and like, what are you doing, bro? Like, get away from me. I'm Huey fucking Lewis. This is my band, The News.
Right.
So that's kind of like a little background of what was going on there.
Friends fly alone. My plane will never, ever, ever fly alone because my plane has lounges and it has living rooms and it has bedrooms. And I am going to, through a lotto system or through my own eye, pick different people to come on that plane only one way. But it's going to give them the ability to be.
What?
Okay.
What the fuck? How did they get back?
All right. He's got the God plane. And billionaires, here's what I'm gleaning from this. Billionaires fly alone because they don't help their friends buy a cheeseburger when they're broke. So they fly alone. So they're unfortunate.
These are facts.
They fly in their jet by themselves, weeping about their loneliness.
Longing for attachments
That
of any
friend,
kind.
right? But in his God plane, okay, nobody, he will never, and what he said, I'm going to quote him, his plane will never fly alone. So what I think he needs with all the living rooms and the lounges, that he's primarily going to have guests. But again, he's going to the street, essentially abducting them. And it's a one-way flight. And I don't know where it's going. And he's apparently trafficking everybody somewhere to
Yeah, it sounds like it.
there's a little island down the Caribbean we're gonna go to.
Uh-oh.
It's a one-way flight.
On a plane like that and dream bigger than they've ever dreamed. And I guarantee you, every time that plane flies, someone will have a new investment in their company from me.
Someone is gonna die.
And those are the kind of things I'm going to do. My plane will never fly.
You need to make sure you get the tail number Oscar November Echo 1.
Okay, we'll work on that. You know
There
what?
you go.
You're going to be with me on your channel when I get this plane. It's ready in 2023. I'm going to have the logos put on each of the headrests, and we're going to get that tail number, and you are going to put it on your channel.
Deal. And I'm going to be on the first flight.
What Kool-Aid did producer Michael drink on the way in?
I don't know, but it's working.
Man,
We'll be on many
he's
flights, my friend.
He is all the way in.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
He's
He's
like
loving
God
it.
played. He is like God played. Yeah, he's either God playing yes or playing it off so he can leave with his kidneys.
I think he might be an investor.
I think he's already
Secret.
invested. Yeah. Well, also think that this is on his channel, so he's got to this thing's in a bit of a nosedive, right?
Yeah.
It's exciting. So what we can do is
He seems like he's trying to help, though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
we can put, I guess, an email address
Yes,
to contact
I'll
you.
get it to you, yeah.
And people can just write you that they're interested, and then you take it from there.
Yep, we have the whole prospectus, we have everything, absolutely.
Well, that's brilliant.
Thank you,
Well,
thank you.
well, Niall, I mean, so exciting. I
you.
had no idea what you were going to say, but this is so exciting.
There's so much more to come. This is just like the pin.
Well, I'm going to have Adam add that all into the description. People will reach out to you directly. I'm sure you've got people that will handle those incoming emails.
Absolutely, yeah.
I imagine you'll get a lot.
I
It's
hope.
like investing, like, as you say, in Twitter on the very first day. Or
It's incredible. It will be
Amazon.
incredible.
So it's a big opportunity.
And,
for
and not
people.
only, I just want to say to everybody, not only is it an incredible investment, but everyone that solves my issues, which in turn helps me live in this house and get my show created and get these pay-per-view platforms up, they will all be part of changing the world.
Well, that's amazing. Well, I can't thank you enough. And guys, look in the description. You'll find all the info there. Contact Niall. Be part of this amazing new event platform. It's spectacular. I wish you guys could sit where I'm sitting and see this in real time. It's stunning. But again, thank you for everything.
You're
Niall.
welcome.
And
I want to say one other thing. I have two terrific boys, Bryce and Brent. And Brent is not graduated. Bryce is graduating, but they don't know really what to do in their life, and they're like a lot of other teens. Just to give you an idea of one thing that we're going to do, they are unbelievable artists. And I already told them, start doing the best art you can, your sculptures, your paintings, whatever it is, and we're going to put it in this house along $5, $10, $20 million pieces. And with that, we're going to open an art gallery for teens down the street, and you'll be able to go and help teens realize their dreams. And not just my two kids. Whatever teens are great artists, there's so many things we can do in the world.
There's so brilliant.
So many things.
That's amazing. That's amazing. The world needs that.
The world needs that. The one, the world needs the one, and the world needs these events because the world needs a new champion. The world needs somebody positive. The world needs somebody that cares about them, and that's me.
Well, I think everybody watching this will know just by watching you how genuine you really are. We spoke numerous times on the phone. This is the first time I'm ever meeting Niall, and I thought to myself, well, this is going to be a fun experience because you have so many ideas, and sometimes your brain goes faster than my brain can figure out what it is you're actually saying. But after spending all this time with you, and it's all become a reality, my hat is off to you. Brilliant job, man. Brilliant.
Just the start, man.
Well, there we go. That is just the start. Just the start, man.
Tony, that guy has got a lot of energy.
He really does. And I think a lot of it is powdered energy.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. It's working for him. Good for him.
It is.
Holy shit.
Now, we have lost one of the great ones recently.
Yes.
And we are going to do a little tribute here. And I am going to share a memory with you.
Oh.
I met the Iron Sheik when I was just a lad. And I remember it was in Philadelphia. The first time I met him was at a special event, special industry event. And the other time was at the Philadelphia airport. And the last words that I heard the Iron Sheik say in person is, "I go fucking mother." And that's how I think we all remember him the best.
He did seem like kind of an angry man.
He was upset, and he did have it. But we're going to just review a little bit of Iron Sheik's insults and threats.
Son of a bitch. Yeah. What do y'all need? Half and half. I'm talking, son of a bitch. Why does he not like Brian Blair? Because it's a fact. Because Nikolai said, cheap son of a bitch. But his heart was like that. More than that piece of garbage under the joint. You better listen to the leader, because otherwise all of my 5 fingers, each one is a razor blade. I'll cut your head to the toe. By that time to take you to the hospital, you'll be dead. I said, you don't like my marijuana? You don't like the Greg Dahmer marijuana? Get the fuck out of the car. Otherwise, keep your fucking mouth shut. I said, don't worry, baby. Someday I get even with that old douchebag.
He's feisty.
Truly a one of a kind.
Yeah.
Was the Iron Sheik, right?
He would humble you. Yes.
So there was another one, man. We got another one in the bag. Episode 10 of the Ripcast.
Hell yeah. That was a great one, man.
Hit the plugs.
Follow me on YouTube.
Oh, wait, before you do that,
Yo,
hold on. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
First time on Kick today, by the way. We're going to start streaming on Kick because Twitch is doing some weird stuff. Rumble kind of eats donkey balls. And, we're going to be streaming there on Kick and here and on Twitter. So
that's kick.com/ZeroDarkTony.
That's it. And we are eventually going to have a Ripcast channel there. So stay tuned. Thank you so much, Aero Kitty. We really appreciate you joining us.
Yes.
So yeah, hit off your plugs real quick.
Follow me on YouTube at Corndiff, and all my other links are on corndiff.com.
And I am Zero Dark Tony everywhere but Twitter. Just put an underscore and a big OG on the end of it. And thank you so much for joining us. We hope you love the show. Please hit that thumbs up, share it out. We're going to get there. We're already at episode number 10. You ain't even ready. Hit them with the smile.